I'm Feminine Empress 444, here to do a collective read. Decks have already been shuffled. We're going to tap into the energy of the collective. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to try to wait for a couple of people to get on here. Yes. The weather's starting to really feel like fall today, which is beautiful. It's my favorite time of year. Okay. We're going to tap into the energy of the collective, okay? Remember to use your discernment. Remember to flip the roles how they fit for your situation. Only take what resonates with you and then leave the rest. Okay, let's get this going. So we have ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. We have true colors. We have karmic ties. And we have secrets. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles for the collective, the Devil. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Sun. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. Excuse me. We have the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Queen. We have the Queen of Wands. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. So, I'm getting, this has to do with like a friendship. That's what I'm seeing. Whoever I'm speaking to, this could have been like a toxic friend that you were attached to. Okay. This person is feeling very ashamed of themselves. And this person was lying, I'm hearing. Lying on you. I'm getting this could have even been a family member for somebody, I'm called to say. Say if you have like a cousin that you're really close to, or like a sister, right? It could even be that kind of scenario, is what spirit just called me to say. So take it how it resonates for you. But the meaning, you're gonna understand the meaning, and you're gonna know that it's for you if it is. Hello, everyone. But what I'm seeing here, right, is like I feel like you started to see this person's true colors, right? Um, you could have possibly the whole friendship, right? Or the whole relationship, being if this is your family. Um, you could have noticed this person like throwing little digs, right? Or doing some like little underhanded things, but maybe you like brushed it under the rug or tried to look past it, right? Always wanting to see the good in people is what I'm seeing. Um, but I feel like finally spirit like opened your eyes to who this person really was in your life. This person was definitely telling a lot of lies about you, for sure. I'm definitely getting heavy manipulative, I'm sorry, energy. Somebody who's this person too, they also show up in heavy sexual energy. I am getting, you might not have known this, and this might be obviously, if it's family, maybe not for some of you, right? Only take parts that resonate for you. You may know this, that this person had like a sexual attraction to you as well. Okay. That's going to be for a few of you, not everyone, obviously. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a heavy energy of this person having some like sexual desires for you. So anyway, This person really wanted to ride your coattails. I'm called to say this, right? This person wanted to stay attached to you because they saw some like potential in you. Um, they saw like abundance around you. I'm called to say. So, this person's in heavy regret right now, right? Um, going through a lot of grief. I'm hearing a lot of loss, right? A lot of sorrow. This person, when you walked away from them, they could have lost a lot of other people as well. And I think you were kind of like the glue that held this person in place. Um, I feel like a lot of people had already seen and noticed more than you, I'm called to say how toxic this person really was. But because you dealt with this person, I feel like a lot of other people kind of like just accepted them. Thank you, spirit. That's what I'm called to say. Mhm. You could have known this person since you were a child, I'm called to say. Again, if this is a family member, um that's a definite, right? But if it's not and it's a friend, this could have been a friendship from childhood, I'm called to say. Mhm. This person always saw you as like, again, very abundant, a lot of good things around you, right? Hmm. You're very, you make shit happen. You make shit shake, I'm called to say. Yeah. And you're also very nurturing and practical too. So you could have been, sorry, I'm trying to pick this hot glue that's on me off from my other job. But, yeah, I just feel like you're a hard worker too. You're somebody who stays focused. Yeah. Mhm. You have a lot of foresight as well, and I feel like you're growing. Something's expanding for you. Mhm. Yeah. And I feel like this is because you started to pour back into you. I feel like whoever you are, you let go of a lot of like toxic energies from the past. Okay? So, yeah, that's really good. I'm getting you stepped outside your emotions, I just heard. Really started to fucking see people for who the fuck they were. Yeah. You said I ain't playing this shit no more. Kudos to you, collective. Yeah, this is a tower. So hold on, because I want to see what this tower is. Yeah, it's because you're fucking moving forward. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. This is a look at this shit. So there's a tower happening, okay? And you may not, I feel like spirit pulled you away from all of these people. So they couldn't really like place this I'm called to say misplace, right? Misplace accusing you of why they're falling apart, right? You were the glue. I feel like spirit and the universe wanted these people to see how much you brought light to them, okay? By pulling you away and allowing the chips to fall, I just heard, um, this is illuminating to these people who you really were in their life. Yes. You have a lot of good luck coming in, okay? Um, this is really sad, but with this 8 of swords in reverse, these people are in these like self-limiting beliefs, right? This is somebody who doesn't know how to move forward. They don't want to change. I feel like they blindfold themselves to it, right? Um it's like they stay stuck. This is somebody who they're not happy with who they are, okay? By any means necessary. I promise you that. Okay, whoever this person is, they maybe they betray on the outside like they're confident or like they feel um firm in who they are, but I am called to say that's not the case. Mm-mm. This person's very insecure. Um they have a hard time accepting who they are as well. It's almost like they lie to themselves. Yeah. Mm. King of Wands. Hmm. Whoever you are, you could be an entrepreneur, right? You could have started something, like you took a leap of faith, right? You could be the type of person that you work like a 9 to 5, right? But then maybe you do something on the side. And maybe this person tried to like talk shit about whatever this is that you started, or, did really hoped that things wouldn't take off for you. But I am called to say that you took the leap anyway. And I'm very proud of you for that, collective, because that takes a lot of guts. Okay. When you take a leap of faith and not know what's going to happen, that's beautiful. Okay. Take a risk on yourself. You're worth it and you deserve it. Hmm. And it was like, people wanted you to feel like everything was a challenge, like it was just impossible. It was just out of reach. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. See how this card, when it fell, it's laid flat like this. Spirit just said to me, that's like they wanted to stay hidden, right? They wanted you to feel fucking burdened, but they didn't want you to know that they were the ones doing it to you. Okay? Making you feel sad and gloomy and overwhelmed, right? And that nothing was possible. But you see, as soon as spirit and the universe and God worked their magic, right? And pulled you away from all of the toxicity, look at you becoming abundant. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is what they wanted to do. They wanted you to feel breadcrumbed, okay? Just enough, right? They give you just enough friendship. They give you just enough consideration. They give you just enough love, just enough appreciation. Yeah. Spirit really is honing in on just enough. Just enough to keep you naive. That's what it was. Yeah, the fool. That's how they looked at you. They really thought that you were foolish. Not my collective. I think the fuck not. Knight of Cups. Yeah, you decided to take this creativity, right? Hone in on your gifts, your talents, right? And go towards this change. Try it. That's all it takes. Following your heart, doing exactly what you want to do. I love this energy. This is great. Yeah, ten of Swords. You went through a lot of painful endings, a lot of betrayal, a lot of loss, and I'm definitely getting that this was really fucking hard. Very hurtful, very painful. But see, they wanted you to stay in this energy. They wanted you to stay down, be upset, forfeit, I just heard. Forfeit your fucking opportunities. I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. King of Cups. Look at you, balanced. I'm definitely getting, for someone here, you could have went back and got your diploma. I'm called to say, for that's for somebody. Someone else here, you're very compassionate, and you could be like a spiritual speaker. Hmm. Another person here, you may have something to do with law. Maybe you're studying law. Hmm. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm also getting to, yeah, someone in high honor. For someone here, you could be being sworn into something. Thank you, Spirit. Just that's, take what resonates. Hmm. Yeah, because you worked hard. Instead of like overwhelming yourself, I'm called to say. And if you are in this energy collective where you feel like you don't know how to start something, I am called to say this because everybody's on different timelines, right? So for some of you, you're already in this, right? And you've been at it, right? Grinding gears, working hard, right? Others of you, you may be fearful to start something. And this is, I'm called to say, for those of you who are in that energy, um, it's like stop thinking about the big picture and do one thing at a time, right? One step at a time. Each day, what can you do? One thing that'll make it one step closer to your goals. That's how you need to look at it. Okay? Yeah, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Your energy is so fucking healing, collective. This is beautiful. Yeah, you're very stable, very intuitive. I'm definitely getting like you're no longer just giving away your heart willy-nilly. I just heard. It's like holding on to your energy, right? And only giving it to those who deserve it. I also see for someone here you could have 3 children. I'm also called to say for someone here you have had 3 miscarriages and my condolences if that's the case. I am called to say that you are watched over and you are highly favored. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this energy. Very nurturing. For someone here, whoever this is that I am called to tap more into that. Spirit's really wanting me to. Whoever here could have had lost 3 children. Um I am called to say that you may have a chance to have an actual birth. Yeah. I feel like whoever you are, you're sad. You think you're not going to have any. Mhm. That's for someone. Page of Wands. Hmm. I feel like you're no longer feeling limited. You're exploring, excited, feeling free. Yeah. Someone here is a speaker. I'm telling you, you could be like a spiritual speaker, um, or a coach. hmm I am called to say too for someone here, if you're called to be a coach, if you feel that calling in your spirit, what are you holding back from? Mm. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like put in that fucking hard work. Some of you already have. And I feel like it's like you're getting close to your blessings, right? For some of you, you're already in your blessings. That's beautiful. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you know, or you're about to know that you need to be responsible, right? Be efficient with your energy, get into a routine. hmm Heavy Aries and Taurus energy. hmm Three of Swords. Yeah, there could have been like people in your life in the past, right? That always try to block you from moving forward and like reaching your goals and achieving things by breaking your heart. hmm So that way you would be focused on pain, suffering, right? Instead of actually growing. The moon, yeah, this has been revealed to you. hmm You're no longer blindfolded to the fucking bullshit. You know what the fuck these people were doing. hmm It's no longer hidden to you. No. Hmm. I feel like whoever you are too, it's like you had to make a difficult decision, right? To take that blindfold off. Because let's be real. When we before you're awakened, right? A lot of times, right? Even though you're in this darkness and you think everything's fine, and then all of a sudden you become awakened and you start realizing who people really are and the bullshit and the fuckery, right? And it's almost like at first, for those of you who have gone through this journey for a while, right? It's almost like sometimes you look back and go, "Man, I kind of wish I was still blinded and dumb because it's so sad and lonely for a while in your journey, right? When you're being awoken." So, for some of you, you're going to understand what I mean by that. It's not like you really want to go back, don't get me wrong, but it is almost that you go through that little phase where you're like, damn, I wish I was still fucking blind as fuck and didn't see through all this bullshit. Uh, just because you're like, damn, everybody's fucking toxic. Oh. So, anyway, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like you're finding your tribe, right? You're finding your people, you're collaborating, implementing ideas with others, building something new. For some of you, this could be friendships. For others of you, it could be jobs. And some people too, it could be relationships, like romantic relationships. Yeah, I'm correct. Ace of Swords and Death. Yeah. So, like going through a rebirth, right? I just heard eyes wide open. Boy, can't close them again. Now that that spiritual eye is open, you see it all. This is the end of that cycle, though. So, this is amazing. Kudos to you for getting through this phase, okay? Because this was heavy. Hmm. But yeah, you've received a lot of mental clarity. Um, this is a big breakthrough for you. Amen. Let's get a Divine Goddess Oracle message. Stress. Cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. Yeah. So if there's people trying to come in your life, trying to get you to do things you really don't want to do or don't feel comfortable doing, release that shit and detox. Sacrifice. Giving up something now for a future reward. Yeah. I feel like you're the type of person, you're so focused right now. You really don't have time for friends. You don't have time for bullshit, right? For small talk, shit like that. Okay. You're laser focused. Okay. I love that energy. Yeah. Amen. Amen, Tanya. Yeah. I remember letting go of everyone and not giving a fuck. So we have decisions. The need to gain clarity through decision making. Yeah. You made some tough decisions. And yeah, it probably was hurtful at first. I mean, I'd lie to you if I told you an awakening is easy. When I first was awoken, man, I always used to say, and the trick of when you're going through an awakening, right, is learning yourself and not making people think you're crazy, right? Because a lot of this shit, if somebody's not awoke, they're not gonna understand. Mm, that's for someone. Yeah, spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. And then we have confession, releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. Hmm. Yes. And look on the bottom of the deck, abundance, an inflow of money, love, and rewards. Yes. And that is what you're working towards. I'll tell you what, Tanya, that was whew, and mine was some years ago now. And I think to myself, boy, but isn't it beautiful when you can see how far you've come? That is the most amazing feeling. Even just the littlest things I look back on and I'm like, God, I can't believe I used to think like that or I used to accept that. It's crazy. Never again, never again. Mm-mm-mm. I'm feeling a little like I want to keep digging. Does anybody have a question that they would like? I'm gonna say take advantage of it now. If anybody has a question that maybe they'd like answered. Spiritually led. Okay, Tanya. We'll get a spiritually led for you. Okay. Tanya. Give me something for Tanya, spirit. Tanya. Ace of Cups. Love. That's nice. Compassion. Page of Pentacles. Some kind of new skill here. Something about some ambition. It's starting out small. Okay, a tower. Something's about to change here for you. You're about to gain some kind of insight. You could be feeling I just heard lethargic, but that's not really what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just like tired, um sleepy. You're releasing something right now. I'm definitely called to say. But you feel it. You know there's some kind of change about to happen. Mhm. What is that? Yeah. Spirit wants you to prepare. And maybe you're already in this energy where you're trying to prepare for something. You're getting ready to expand some kind of new opportunity. Oh my God, did you just write that? Because I saw exhausted. And I didn't even see that you wrote that until just now. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Yes, by the way, too. Yesterday I was very exhausted. So you're not the only one. The Fool, yeah. Some kind of new beginning here, honey. I'm called to say remain optimistic because I feel like things aren't happening the way you want them to. It's almost like things are just happening and you thought you were going to plan for it and spirit said, "Psych. It's not going to happen the exact way you want it." Yeah, I'll tell you what. These cards don't lie, Tanya. Mm, that's crazy that I didn't even see what you wrote and that came out in the cards. I mean, that happens a lot, but still, like, I still get weirded out by stuff like that. I'm just like, huh, how beautiful, how amazing. But this Queen of Cups, yeah, it's something about You're nurturing spirit and very intuitive, very intuitive. Mm. Give me one more. Give me one more for Tanya. What is this? What is this new beginning? The Hermit. Yeah, it's almost like you're gaining some kind of wisdom here. You're called to be independent. I feel like spirit is pulling you away from a lot of different things here. Mm-hmm. Ooh, called to look at that. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You're nurturing energy. Something about some kind of financial loss. I don't know if you're already in this or like maybe you're fearing this. But I'm hearing like spirit has you kind of isolated and you feel like you're at a loss here. Mm. I'm called to say don't be, because that's going to change. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're about to get some kind of like download or get some kind of idea, some kind of foresight. Mm-hmm. Some kind of opportunity is coming. So don't fear. Yes, girlfriend, an ascension. Mm-hmm. We did it at the same time. Thank God. That's crazy. Anyone else have a question? Amen, Tanya. I think everybody is ready for new, right? New, beneficial, abundance. Yes, we're calling that in on this channel. We are calling that in on this channel. Tired of that stuck energy. Nobody wants that energy. Anyone else have a question? I'm not sure who this is for, but I am called to say this. This may be coming up. I'm called to say this may be for somebody who's going to watch the playback of this reading. Okay? Um Something about getting rest here, right? Needing to take time to rest. You are holding on to some kind of truth, but having a fear around it. Mhm. And I'm correct. I'm called to say you're at a pause right now, but you are getting ready to move forward. It has something to do with finances. You're struggling with some kind of finances, afraid that you're not going to gain these finances, right? Mm, yeah, but you will. You will. Hmm. Very determined. I feel like it's going to come out of nowhere. Hmm. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. And whoever you are, you could be a parent. So you're afraid because you're afraid you're not going to be able to like pay your bills. I'm getting like a fear of being evicted or fear of not being able to handle things. Get out of that energy because that's what the devil wants, right? They want you to doubt. The faith of a mustard seed, I'm called to say. Mm, that's for someone. Yep. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate all your love and support, guys. It's really appreciated. I definitely will be on again tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I enjoyed conversating with you guys. Wow. Amen. And God always does provide, doesn't He, Tanya? Isn't it beautiful? I say that every time. There's been times throughout my journey that I'm like, holy shit, how am I going to do this? And boom, it's always covered, no matter what. It's just having that faith. Well said, Tanya. Well said. And we got this, right? And then we give God all the glory. Amen. All right, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I appreciate all your love and support. If you are interested in a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. And guys, I think if all goes well, right? I am going to try to run a special too on my personals. Um I'm going to wait and see how I want to do it, but for Thanksgiving, the month of November, I'm going to run some kind of special for readings. So, I mean, my readings are very cost efficient anyway. A personal reading with me is $20 for 30 minutes. I try to keep mine low just so that way people that are struggling can still kind of afford it. Thank you, Tanya. Yes. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you again. See you tomorrow. Bye.